Out now on Blu-ray is Twin Dragons in this fancy box set release from 88 Films. What's better than one Jackie Chan? Two Jackie Chans, and twins were a kind of play in the 80s and 90s. We got a lot of movies with dual action stars, and well, Jackie Chan's got to have his version as well. But the directors, we have Choi Hark and Ringo Lam. Oh my goodness, what a pairing. It's bound to be some explosive action set pieces. You'd think. We don't quite get there, but we get some fun Jackie action at certain points, particularly the last 10 minutes gets really exciting. But for the most part, we get fish out of water comedy goodness at certain sequences as we see these characters who are torn apart when they were just born, growing up not realising the other existed. We get to a point in the film where one of our characters is a little bit dodgy, doing some nefarious things, and the other one is a pianist. And we kind of have them meeting eventually once they have swapped roles, accidentally being misconstrued as the other person for all kinds of shenanigans, which are downright hilarious, according to the back of the box. And genuinely, some of them are pretty fun, some of them drag on a little bit. I'd say the biggest issue for Twin Dragons is probably the pacing. Like, it's bogged down a little bit with trying to do that forced humour, which sometimes works, sometimes doesn't, and it doesn't give us enough of the action which we know Jackie Chan can do, and you're kind of expecting double the amount going into a movie with two Jackie Chans. Is definitely leading more into the fish out of water as we watch these characters suddenly being put in the other twins' shoes and trying to come to terms with how their life would be, not realising why everybody's calling them different names and acting kind of funny round about them. It's very tropey in that aspect, but it's a Jackie Chan movie and it does bring the action, and when it comes, it's particularly great. It's a little bit of a mixed bag, and I put that down to the fact we had two directors trying to work together. I don't know the history of this, if one started and the other one took over, if they tried to direct it together, but there is a clear split in the direction of the film and where it wants to go, and I'm sure Jackie had his input as well. It needed a little bit more of a conventional storyline and less into the city action, I would say. If they stuck to a more, it needs a little bit more of a better story throughout it, rather than deviating for large parts for confused identities and for forced humour that sometimes works, sometimes doesn't, and stick to more action throughout it. Another example of twin action movies is Double Impact, which I recently watched, which handles this really well, where you get two distinct characters who have to team up to fight the bad guys. But it's a little bit more straight-faced. It gives you more incredible action, and it sticks to a more almost conventional storyline. But with that, dropping in all these wonderful action set pieces throughout it. Twin Dragons could have done with something more of that. I won't say it's a complete misfire or something you don't want to check out as a Jackie fan. It was something I really wanted to see. It was something that I enjoyed to a certain extent, and I do like some of his comedy shtick, but I could have done with less of that and more of the action in this one. Still, we get varied some chases, some hand-to-hand combat, some fun moments, but they're few and far between. Twin Dragons was fine, just fine. Nothing exceptional in this one, although this package is pretty stacked. Let's dive in and have a look at the disc. Here we are in the disc for Twin Dragons. Let's go to the bonus features. First up, we've got an audio commentary with Hong Kong cinema experts Frank Jeng and FJ DeSanto. We have the Dimension Films version, which is 89 minutes, 15 minutes shorter than the Hong Kong version. We have interviews with actors Tung Wei and James Ha, which runs at 13 minutes 51 seconds. Quite interesting tidbits in this, how the film is almost directed by committee by a series of fantastic and standout names, directors of Hong Kong cinema. And we kind of talk on becoming part of Jackie Chan's crew from James Ha, as he talks about filming some of the set pieces. We have a scene from the Japanese version, which is a little bit of an extended sequence, which is 23 seconds. We have Taiwanese deleted scenes, which run 1 minute and 3 seconds. We have an archive electronic press kit Q&A, which runs 2 minutes 50 seconds. It's just basically a kind of promotional tour, a quick conversation, couple of questions. We have an archival Jackie Chan interview, which runs at 20 minutes 47 seconds, where he's just kind of sitting in a car. It seems as if he's in between filming sequences, just chit-chatting. There are some nice bits in here about how he wants to make like a love story. He wants to try different things, feeling a bit trapped in the genre that he is in, and some other tidbits. We have archival behind-the-scenes footage, which runs at 25 minutes 21 seconds, and it's just been, as it says, behind the scenes as they're filming certain sequences. And we have a bunch of trailers on this one as well. In the limited edition set, there is an 80-page booklet, which includes a couple of essays, some interesting information in here, good reads, and there is also a poster included in this set. And that's the extras for Twin Dragons. So there we have it. Twin Dragons out now on 88 Films. I would say, yeah, pick it up if you're a Jackie Chan completist, or you'd kind of enjoy that type of humour. It's worth checking out. Maybe a standard release further down the line will be fine for this one. I'd love to know your thoughts on Twin Dragon, whether you loved it, hate it, fell somewhere in the middle. Let me know in the comment box below. Let everybody know your opinion on this film. There is more content up here if you want to see more of my stuff, and in the description box below are links to Patreon, membership program, and manvfilm.com. Always in which you can support me. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.